if Fedor can win this first set, he will be breaking first in the second set. So it'll be interesting, won't it? If Joshua wins this set, it will be Fedor still breaking in the next set. So both of them need to get this break working. Nothing again.
Yeah, this time a little trouble at the table. If you look at the 6-9 is locked up. Of course, he does have an opening shot on the one, so he can always make something happen. But yeah, it's tricky. There's no ball nearby to where he can bump the 6-9 open.
Could do it off of the 2 with the 3 nearby, Tim.
Possibly, if there's a way for him to get a little bit near the 8, a similar angle to open up the 6-9. It's just that with the angle he has now, would probably prefer just to make it. So is he gonna play deep screw? And he has missed it. I think it's the first missed open shot this match.
We don't expect to see too many of those. Is this one that Josh is going to take on? I'm sure it is, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. He can cut this in, leave himself that angle on the 2, possibly open up the 6-9.
Wants it to slow up now.
Yeah, he does have the angle.
Isn't he?
Will still be tricky because the 3, as you can see, doesn't go in the corner where the 4 and the 5 is laying. So, not too sure if he will get shape on the 3 ball after. Has to really skim off the edge of the 9. Yeah, he chose not to play it.
Is there a possible 6-9 on to the top corner? I know it's difficult to get on Tim, but if he doesn't leave himself an angle to shift it, it's an option.
Well, another option I was looking at is maybe banking the 6 ball. Joshua, also known to be an excellent banker, bank pool player, so unless maybe he can go 3 rails and open the 6-9 up now. Long rail, short rail, long rail. A couple options. He's checking.
Just have a look at the combo.
Yeah, I just feel the combo is a little bit too much off angle. I'd rather bank the 6. But I don't see a reason why he couldn't open it up right now. 3 rails. Just like that, beautiful cue ball.
Tremendous shot. Oh, beautiful played.
Yeah, that's a rack winner right there. This is, with how high level they both play, this is almost a formality. This is like breakfast.
And it's always nice, Tim, isn't it, to punish a mistake from your opponent. That mistake on the 1 ball from Fedor. Tried that difficult one.
Well, and also like I mentioned, the battle in this set could mean hitting a high gear and winning the second set very fast. So I think there's a lot at stake in this opening set.
Opening set in the Women's World 10 Ball Championship going on. Han Yu has taken a 2-0 lead in the first set against Jasmine Ocean. Christina Tkach and Wei Tu Chen are 1-1. Seo Sao is 2-0 up on on Sophia Mast. Sophia having a tremendous run here. World Junior Champion, was crowned in New Zealand not long ago. There's our referee from New Zealand. I'm sure he was there reffing as well. Greg Crowdis. And Cheska Centino, our reigning World Temple Champion, who was crowned in Austria last year up against Chao Che Yu. And it's the Taiwanese who's taken the opening rack in that one, as we get a lovely slow-mo of Fedor's cue. 8 ball in the side, 5 in the side as well, Tim. Wow, this is looking wonderful, isn't it? Look at this.
Well, 6 ball in the corner. This is interesting. This time, no cut break. He felt like the wing ball was not really moving a lot while cutting the break, so he chose to hit it more thick. Was almost like a solid stop shot right onto it. Made 3 balls.
Made 3 balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah, what a chance this is to get on the hill first. Just has to make sure he leaves himself some angle on the 3 ball. Doesn't want to fall straight on the 3.
Yeah, Fedor had 2 breaks, and I believe they were both dry, Tim. But Joshua has got that break working.
I do believe Fedor had 1 break. Filler started the set. Fedor won 1 game. So he also did not have so much time yet to feel how the table is breaking. So key shot here. Probably would like to play with a hint of right spin, inside spin. Check the cue ball off the real straight up table.
I always love that little shot of the players when they're looking over the table. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Great arena, this.
Yeah, 3-1 Filler on the hill. And only that one mistake from Fedor, missing the 1 ball, kind of enabled Filler to get in stroke and could be on a long run here.
There's some stats for you from the pool stat guy. Thank you so much for providing us with these, guys. Table time, Tim. That says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, just overall, I mean, Fedor really stole that first rack by making a great jump. But then the next game, missed that 1 ball. And a lot depends on the break as well. Like, Fedor couldn't really continue. Filler could last break. Let's see if he can do it again. Yeah, tried a similar break, but he was cutting already a little bit more on the other side. And a wide open layout for Fedor, and this one is really connecting the dots because the 1, 2, 3 are at the same side. 4, 5, 6 in the side connects with the 7, 8. So it shouldn't be too tough.
It's a fickle thing, the break, isn't it? Making 3 balls on his last break and then dry open table for your opponent. Just what Fedor needed, isn't it? This, after sitting in his chair, Tim, for a few racks. Get that arm going again.
Yeah, especially playing 9-ball, the break is so huge. Such as getting shape on your first ball and 10-ball. Like it's such an important aspect.
Let me ask you, did you expect Fedor to pick 9-ball against Joshua Filler? I thought he might have gone for 10-ball against Joshua, to be honest.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. But I also felt like it was not gonna matter so much to Federer as he plays all games great.
Yeah, and another reason I'm saying that though, Tim, you know, after this he's got a 10-ball final to play. So, you know, it would have been kind of good to carry on playing 10-ball, the break, you know, as well. He's got to switch back again for the final later on.
Yeah, I think it's just all a little bit about perspective. Maybe he looked at it and said, I would like to play a different game. I would like to just play a running game and take it easy on the mind. Not so much strategy. Run out game, run out your racks, win the 9-ball, and then play a different game after. I think it just depends.
Flawless run out here from Fedor then.
Yeah, certainly a gift after the break from Filler. Just the way how it was laying too. Like, I would have been shocked, honestly, if Fedor was not going to be out there. So we will get to see Fedor break. I believe Fedor was breaking from the other side of the table. Nice
crowd in the San Juan Convention Center. Thought that was Dennis or Colo for a second in the hat. Dennis is actually playing a 9-ball tournament in China at the moment, the Duya. On those strange Ferrari-looking tables. Have you seen them, Tim? The Duya tables?
Yeah, I have seen that place and it looks really nice. For a second I was thinking to go there too, but I already said yes to do the commentary for this event. In the end, I think I'm happy to stay here, but it is looking very nice there in China at the Duya event.
Yeah, I saw today Darren Appleton got knocked out by none other than Chris Melling. Chris, of course, concentrating on all of those tournaments. A little bit of English 8-ball as well, some hay ball, some Duya. Jack of all trades is Chris Melling. So here we go then, Fedor breaking to try and tie this first set up.
Well, makes the wing ball. This is a similar break to the one Filler did when he made that breaker run. Just a little bit unfortunate not to have a shot on the one. But that's 9-ball too. You're not always going to get shape. And usually in 9-ball, it's a battle about the 1-ball. So usually whoever wins the safety battle has an open layout. That's 9-ball.
I know Fedor is a real student of the game, and I know he's always studying, and I'm sure, Tim, he was watching Filler's break when he was breaking to see what was happening. So maybe that's why he tried the similar break, just a simple side-to-side safety here, trying to hook Joshua.
Well, you don't get too many opportunities either to figure out the break, especially in this format. Before you know it, you have lost a set or two. So yeah, you better just look at your opponent and try to make something out of it. Could make this in the side. Looks pretty close. No. It's missed it a little bit wide. Has left a shot on the one. with a reward if he makes it, could get on the 2 to the left middle pocket. Has to be careful not to get behind the 6 ball. Put on a little extension on there, probably because he's gonna try and play this with more speed. Wants more follow through.
That wouldn't count in 10 ball, but in 9 ball, of course, it's a free-for-all with the flukes. No problem there. Interesting, Tim, that you mentioned that extra weight. He's always unscrewing it and taking weight off, putting weight on, isn't he, depending on what shot he's taking on. Is there really anything in that? Is it really so important?
Well, I do believe there is a little thing, but it also really depends on your style of play, your stroke. Like, some players have way more stroke than others, and they could enhance it by using a small extension, for example, if you don't have enough stroke. So kind of depends on the player too. And he's also been working a lot on figuring out what kind of cue works for him, building his own cues. So he might know something else that a lot of other players have not figured out yet. That was a pretty decent kick shot there from Filler. Was always gonna send the 2 behind the 6-9 or near the 6-9. Fedor cutting, trying to go 4 rails. Oh, the cue ball. Oh, that's a lucky roll right there. That could have been wrong on so many ways. That's the game of 9 ball 2.
It's actually finished not too bad as well, Tim, has it? He's got the nice angle to bring him down towards the purple 4. It's a good chance to level up this. Well, what's he done there?
Oh.
Did I see a little bit of deceleration? Did he stop the stroke there? He can't have misjudged it by that much, surely.
Yeah, quite surprising actually. But that's also, of course, our fault, because they are 2 of the world's best players. We expect them to, whenever they get into positions like this, you expect them to never make a mistake. And yeah, that's just not possible. They are gonna make mistakes eventually.
Yeah, we're just so used to seeing them run out from positions like that, especially after that little bit of good fortune he had there catching the point of the pocket. But maybe that had an adverse effect on him as well. You know, maybe he was a little bit disappointed because he didn't actually get the position he played for. I know Ronnie O'Sullivan's a little bit like that, you know. He gets so upset if, okay, he still gets on the ball, but not how he planned to. He wants to be perfect all the time. And of course, as you just said, you can't be.
Well, slight angle towards the short rail. Could stun really firm into the short rail and come back out. Couldn't really get closer to the 7, I believe, but I think it's fine. Can choose to stun the cue ball just off the rail. Could also choose to draw to get straighter. In this case, I would say just get the cue ball off the rail and take a slightly longer 9 ball. It's a little preference.
Well, he's going to be the first set. This is a pretty routine 9 ball for these players. So it's a good start from Joshua Filler. And he's a third of the way to the 3 sets that he needs. we're going to nip out for a very short break, guys, and we'll be back with set number 2 coming up next. And we are back. Very, very short break there in the action. Continues Fedor GORST breaking off first in this second set, trailing by 1-0.
Yeah, a little bit off on the break there as well. Decided to cut the break again a little bit more than he did last time. Did get the hook on the 1, but Joshua might... I wouldn't mind jumping the 1-6 combination. The 1 will stay very near. If you look at the layout, the 1, 2 and the 3 would be on the top, so really makes it a good chance. But he's playing a little bit more defensive, thinning the 1. Played it well, full cover. Don't think there's a 1-6 kick combination, but maybe with the throw.
Jump.
Well, with Fedor, it's not the thing about can he or can he not. I'm just wondering, does it lay nice? I just feel that there's not so much value in the jump. The cue ball will be pretty wide in the open.
I just wondered if the bank might be on at all and he could draw back for the 2, play it with kind of a modicum of safety, but this is a more better shot.
Yeah, he just throwed the combination in because he came over the long rail. It gets spin the other way. It twists the 6 ball to the corner. Beautiful shot. No easy shot on the 1 ball after, but definitely has a chance. Played the bank. Didn't even touch the sides. Beautiful. 2 great shots in a row. And prime shape. Well, did he leave himself a little angle on the 4? I've seen him mumbling a little bit to himself. He doesn't always do that.
Do you think he mumbles to himself? Do you think he mumbles to himself in American or Russian? What do you reckon?
I might not want to answer this live. It could be either way. I sometimes do it in English or in Dutch. I think it depends. I think that was a safe answer. Yeah, he's gonna go probably top right spin. Have a line in between the 7-9. If he gets... Oh. Oh, doesn't want to nick
Look
the
out,
9.
9-ball.
Oof. Just barely got there.
Wow. Little wave of the hand there in Joshua's direction.
Yeah, Fedor so far not looking too great yet. Just feeling wise, like he's been bumping a couple balls here and there. Still a great chance here to take the first set, of course. The first game in this second set. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not he's had time to eat maybe or not, because he only had about, I think it was about 45 minutes between finishing off his semi-final against Carlo Biardo and then coming back. He was first on the practice table again, I believe, or he's certainly here early to get some more practice in. They just practice and practice and practice, don't they, Tim? I mean, okay, we all know how important practice is, of course, but is it maybe sometimes you've just finished a match, you just want to have a little relax and don't even think about a cue? But he was straight back in practicing again.
Well, maybe it's also whenever they feel that comfortable dead punch stroke, they just don't want to lose that feeling. Like if you are playing your best pool and now you go sit on the side for like an hour and a half, then when you get back to the table, it's not the right, like it's not the same feeling. So maybe they're just trying to hold on to that feeling as long as they can. It's like a fire. They don't want to let it die out.
What a lovely description. Keep the embers burning.
Kinda, yeah.
Han Yu has taken the opening set against Jasmine Ocean. Wei Chi Chen on the hill in the first one against Christina to catch. 3-2 up. Sophia Mas coming back now. She was 3-1 down. She's now 3-2 down. Cheska Centeno has lost the first set to Chao Che Yu. Reigning champion could be in a little bit of trouble. They are also, though, best of 5 sets in those women's World Championship quarters. Back to this one. Wing ball in, Tim.
Yeah, this is that in-between break to where it's not too much of cut, but it's also not just head-on. This break so far has been looking the best, like making balls wise. Now he's a little bit on the rail, could choose to draw the cue ball back. We'll have to get angle from the 2 to the 3 anyways. Don't like running forward because we'll have to run around traffic on the 2 ball after. So that's what he's done. If he gets nice on the 3 ball, could extend his lead by 2.
Yeah, 3 rails round into the corner, out past the 6 and the 8. For the 3 into the bottom right. Nice angle this, isn't it, Tim? It's a shot he plays so well. Oh, he just went 2 rails.
Oh, straight could be annoying, but still he's played perfect pace to stun over to the center of the table.
Such a nice touch. Gets a lot of movement, doesn't he, Tim, out of the cue ball with very, very little effort.
Yeah, does play with a very long backswing, but then pushes the cue all the way through, so it's very soft touch in general. Very different from what you are probably used to, a little bit more, as you also watch snooker. They usually make everything very short and compact. He makes everything very long and smooth. Left himself a slight angle to the right. Not ideal. Can he still play with top left spin to get a little straighter on the 8? No, he forced the cue ball out still. Wow. Big swing there and perfect shape on the 8.
Well, will he beat the overall king of the swingers? 8 ball, 9 ball, and now looking for the all-around, the overall. 2-0, Tim is looking much better, isn't he, in this second set, making balls on the break as well. Looking just a little bit dangerous now.
Yeah, main thing is to get that break. I feel we have seen a couple good results now, so it's also like the player has to kind of feel how the referee is wrecking the balls, and the referee is usually gonna do the same thing over and over. So if the 90% full hit on the 1 works, try to mimic it as often as you can.
Just saw another nice little romantic camera scan from the butt all the way to the tip of Fedor's equipment there in the corner. I do like those slow-mos going up the cues, Tim, just have a really good look at them. I know you've got a nice cue. Do you play with the Pantera butt? What have you got? What butt have you got?
I'm
Talking
playing with
of-
the Throne. Throne
Okay.
series. Yeah, big fan. Feels great.
There's a man responsible, the head of Predator, the top cat, so to speak, of the Golden Cat in its 30th anniversary year. Came out with the lovely golden cues. I saw a pink one for Sophia Mast. There's the white as well. Fedor in yellow and black, a bit like a bumblebee. He's buzzing. 2-0 in this second set.
Yeah, as you can see, again, quite thick hit.
Oh,
But
look at
here
this. Oh,
That's the game of 9 ball for you.
that last little tickle, did you see it, Tim? Just nudged, but he couldn't see the 1 at one point, and then last ball rolling just came and knocked into it. Does it go past the 5? If it does, that's a huge roll to get on the hill. No, it doesn't. Easy safety though.
Oh. Yeah, the game of 9 ball can be funny. It easily can happen that you get the shape there. Like, luck is really involved in this game. Oh, is trying to create
Yes.
distance. Has not left a shot on the 1, but I'm quite sure we'll see a safety here. Could play the safety behind the 5, bank the 1 ball up table, cue ball behind the 5. Yeah. That's what he was pointing at. Bring the 1 ball straight over to where he's standing right now. Could also overcut the 1 ball to the short rail and bring the cue ball 2 rails back up table. But we'll have to be careful not to hit the 5 ball first, so I think he will play option number 1. Well, hit it a little bit thick. Took the pace out of the cue ball, so cue ball came too short. And, well, it's either jump. I think he's jumping, yeah. It's just a small edge, so not too much elevation.
was a jump on the one ball. Kind of got Fedor going earlier on the one.
Oh, he
he's had a
got
big roll
such a
there.
big roll.
Can he make it in the side though, Tim? Off of the two ball. That's what he's looking at. Top rail. Catch the one ball and slide it in the side pocket off of the two.
Just think that he will have to hit it quite firm in order to make the one. So it's either we will see him kick very firm, or we will see him kick softer, but the purpose to be behind the two ball as a safety. No, I think he really was trying to make the one. He went a little bit all in on there, and he didn't have to. Like, he kind of let Filler back into the set.
If
Little
you're
bit of work still.
If you're wondering what the one is, guys, next to Filler's name, is because he took the first set. It's best of 5 sets, so a race to 3 sets. So the point on the left for Filler is for the set that he won, and Fedor leads 2-0 in this second set. Overhit this, Tim.
Yeah, still has a cut, but we'll have to play with some soft draw to draw away from the side pocket scratch. Oh, now I'm not sure if he was playing the nudge on the 8 because of possible scratch, but it has worked out really good. He has opened up the 6-8, and now if he makes the 5 will stay over the corner.
Sophia Mast at it again. She's come all the way back to Hill. In the first set, she was 3-0 down. It's now 3-3 against Sao. She's a fighter, Tim, isn't she?
Yeah, she might be the surprise of the tournament. And how great would it be to have her win her first medal?
Already came back and beat Jasmine Ocean, sent Jasmine to the one-loss side earlier in the tournament. Jasmine in action now against Han Yu, one of the favourites, you have to say. And it's Han Yu that's taken the opening set in that one as well, as we see Joshua taking a rack back in this second set. Now then, back to that break again, Tim, if he can keep it working like it was before. He can soon run off a couple of racks, can't he?
Also, if Filler had a little bit of time in his chair to look at Fedor breaking, so I'm quite sure he looked at Fedor and said, how is he making the wing ball on the break? So I'm expecting a similar type of break. Like, it's not fully head on, but it's like 80-90% full. Cue ball, if it has a little bit of draw, tracks near the third diamond on the long rail. I think
what are you
that's
talking,
so
like
far
three-quarter ball, or even thicker than that, Tim? Just kind
even
of
thicker. Three-quarter is 75%, so a little bit thicker still. It's like slightly off from head on, where I feel that because they're putting a little bit of outside spin on there, I feel that has been working good so far.
Referee Greg Cloud is just having a little bit of a problem getting them balls nice and tight. Wants them to be perfect, of course.
Well, also one of the things that he's trying to not happen, so he's trying to make sure that it doesn't happen, is that the 9 ball keeps running all over the place. So of course it's gonna take a little bit more time, But hopefully he can get them right and the 9 doesn't track in front of all the pockets. So everybody will have to bear with us a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on the referee as well, don't forget. Out in the middle there, has to keep his concentration for the duration of the match. Can't go and sit in a chair and take his eye off the ball, so to speak. Joshua sitting there nice and patiently. So yeah, Joshua does have a rack on the board in this second set.
All switched over from the right side of the table to the left side to break. Oh, cue ball straight in the side. Got kissed straight in the side.
4-7 may come to his rescue here, Tim.
Well, even to get on the 2 ball is already quite challenging. If you look at the 6 is blocking the pocket for the 2. And with where the 1 is, difficult to get to the bottom side of the 2 as well from there. Now the 3 might go in the side, in the bottom side pocket. It's quite limited options. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays shape on the 2 to play a safety behind the 5, I believe. Yeah, behind the 5, but I wouldn't be surprised because what are you going to develop? So many pockets are blocked or blocked by other balls and one cluster. I don't see much value. Well, he did manage very nicely to get to the other side. Now, is he going to run into the 3 ball to see what he gets after? Or is he going to play short shape on the 3 in the side to open up the 7? Yeah, that's what he's played. Very soft touch there. Has to be careful. If he runs into the rail and catches the 4, the cue ball might slide behind the 9 if he doesn't catch it full. So there's a little bit of a risk here. It's same thing if he goes directly into it. If he goes directly, the 7 might stay in front of the cue ball. So the 4 will be in a better position if you use that 1 rail. But yeah, this is... We will see if he plays it perfect or not. You will instantly know.
Well, he could even end up with some kind of shot on the 9 as well from the 4, depending on how this goes. He could push the 9 on. Anything could happen here, Tim. Need to see the 7 and 4 though, guys.
Well, played it with a little bit more pace. Does have a shot on the 4, but it will have to be a bank shot. Does have a little bit of cover in case he doesn't make it. The 9 and the 7 is in between, so that could make him cue a little nicer to get to the 5. Yeah, Jin did again. Oh, I thought he hit it perfect. Where's the cue ball? Is he left it on or? Well, the 4 is quite deep and the 7 might be a little bit in the way. Can he go real first? He can. Where's the cue ball? If it hits the 6. Does he have a shot still on the 5 or will he have to play a bank shot? It's a little bit messy at the moment. Wasn't expecting Fedor to miss that bank. Looked good. Now this 5 ball can go in the corner and run the cue ball 3 rails, but we'll have to bump the 7 or the 9. If he plays the bank, and if he doesn't make it, the 5 is going to be very random.
The cut it is.
Wow, Oh, he killed that
That's a
with
shot.
inside spin as well. Was expecting him to play that with outside spin to throw the ball to the corner, but just played with low right spin to check the cue ball 2 rails. Straight draw.
Beautiful camera shot of the cue ball spinning back, seeing all the black arrows. Got plenty of spin on it, Tim. So it's looking like 2-2.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, the fact that Fedor was up 2-0 doesn't really say much in these short sets, race to 4, with how well they play. You can miss 1 ball and lose 4 games in a row. 2 each.
Just going back to the women's World 10 ball as well, bringing you up to date with some latest scores in that. Han Yu took the first set, but she's 2-0 down in the second set to Jasmine Ocean. Don't forget, these are best of 5 sets, guys. It's the first 1 to 3 sets. Also a set up, Christina to catch over Wei Chu Jen. Seo Sarah after that comeback from Sophia Mast. Now there's Shane Tyree. Now I heard a story, and if you just look at his head there, I heard he actually got hit by a car. He got hit by an Uber taxi while they all went out to dinner one night, and it was a very, very dark street. And I believe he got his jaw broken. You saw a little bump on his head there, so we're wishing Shane Tyree from the WPA all the best. Get well soon, my friend.
Yeah, hopefully some speedy recovery. Okay, so 5th rack. And Filler breaking. Same side as Fedor was breaking from. Well, he did overcut the break a little bit. Makes a 7. Look at his shape. Could be on the hill after this. Only has to get nice from the 1 to the 2. Has a little bit more angle going to the bottom side of the table. And he doesn't really want to leave himself high, as he doesn't want to nudge the 8 while pocketing the 2.
Well, if anyone is capable, it's this young man. He ain't afraid of no ghost.